Hey, Minecrafters and Let's Players. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Now, for those of you who have been following me for a while, know that I really started my Minecraft LP doing a Zelda overworld map. And we ran into some problems with doing that. And actually, I want to open this with paint.net a little bit better. We ran into some problems and we got a good portion of the map done. If we can get well, we could use an eraser. We'll make a nice big eraser. 25. That's 25. 25 small. So those of you who were following before, I think I got well, I know I had all this done, and I know I had all this done, and I had some of this done, and I know I did all this right here. So we got a good ways through, and I think I ended somewhere around here. So all this was done, and you know, there was a good portion done, but at the same token there was a lot that wasn't done, and there was a lot that I didn't know how to do yet. And one of the problems that I ran across was, let's switch to the hand tool real quick, was the entrances. I had no clue how I was going to do the entrances. And I was doing a one tile, which this Armo statue is one tile, this tree is one tile, the block underneath my hand is one tile. Actually, this hand is about one tile wide. You know, so I was doing one tile for one Minecraft block per tile. And it produced a very cramped environment. And it was the more I was doing it, the more annoying it got. Armo statues, I had to resort to a 16-bit version of an Armo statue, the Super Nintendo Armo statue, which actually I can show you what I mean for those of you who aren't following, who didn't follow me before. You could tell I did some alright, so so here is the 16-bit Armo statue right here. This is the one from the Super Nintendo Legend of Zelda. And you can see here, that's the 8-bit. So there's a huge difference between the two Armo statues. And actually the Armo statue evolved. So I decided to yesterday, and that tower square there that you saw, that's where I'm recording from. Yesterday, or actually 2 days ago, I decided to do some studying, some research. So let's jump into, not New World. That was me just screwing around with Minecraft. Save and quit the title. Alright, if I'm not in a place I'd like, oh, I'm actually looking up, that works. Alright, let me just, okay, so I know where I'm at. Come on, fly. Alright, let's not really look at anything, and let's walk over here. Yeah, I found I really like using furnaces for floor. It's a very nice floor. Okay, we're actually going to look at this sign, get nice and close. Alright. So in the world there is 16 cells, and that D is an S. Don't let it fool you. All right. So in the world, it's what's going on with my field of view? There we go. So in the world there's 16 cells by 8 cells. So if you look back over here, this is one cell. This right here. Where these Armo statues are, and a little bit of this brown is one cell. The graveyard is a 2 by 3 cell. So there's 2 cells this way and 3 cells this way. Um, this water is one cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of cells. So, but 1 cell is the section like that. And the cell is 14 tiles by 11 tiles. So if we zoom in, and this tile right here is really easy to use. Let's grab me a pencil, and you can see that the top of the cell is right here, and the side of the cell is right here, and the bottom is right there. So that is 1 cell, okay? And that 1 cell is 14 tiles by 11 tiles. So if we count, this tree is 1, then this piece is 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 14 by 11. I decided to enlarge that. Now, if we were to go to calculator, accessory calculator, okay, and we did 14 times 11. That means each block I would have to each cell I would have to manipulate 154 Minecraft blocks. Okay, and that's just counting 1 layer. That's not counting, you know, building trees or building walls or anything else. Let's just say that I was covering the ground with the color that is needed to represent the map without actually doing any 3D work. I would have to manipulate 154 blocks. But we're not doing that anymore. I'm expanding that. So in order to get the proper number, you need to multiply each number by 4. So if we do 14 times 4, you get 56. Now we know what 4 times 11 is. That's 44. So let's time this by 44. And so now we increase the blockage from 100 and some odd to 2,464. And that's square blocks. So if we, and I think my math is right, and you guys are smarter than me, so you probably can figure it out, and that turns out to be this. This sandstone area is the size of the old cells, the ones that I was doing before, and it starts there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and of course 11 that way. The new cell is that size. So this black and white checkered area going all the way around. Now if we fly over here, and well, I'm getting some lag now. If we fly over here, this jungle wood here is what the old woods looked like, and of course there's treetops and everything else, but I didn't want to do that. And you can see it's really cramped. It doesn't really flow too well, and so let's just get rid of this because I showed you the representation of it. Actually, let's just zoom up. This is the same exact tile except expanded, which gives it a lot more foresty feel. I mean, everything's lined up because that's how it is, but I was able to give the trees more of a rounded feel. I was able to give more variation to this back wall instead of just staggering them back and forth like I did. You could see there, and I did that in the original map in order to give it the feel of depth. This I can really change the depth of things without actually changing the wall. These planks right here is the edge of the cell, and the one that we're talking about is Which one are we talking about? Alright, let's zoom out. And is that the one we're talking about? No. This is the one we're talking about, the bottom one. So as you can see, there's 2 rows of trees on the back. And so what that allowed me to do is to use this space to stagger the trees. I tried a technique of throwing glowstone on top to add light to here, and when it becomes nighttime, it actually looks really cool. So I said, well, you know, this is all fine and dandy, but if I do this, that pretty much throws doing this legitimate, which was the whole premise of the original Zeldacraft map, was that I was doing it legitimate. I said, well, you know, if I'm gonna have 2,000 blocks for one section, there's no way I can do this legit. I mean, look how many trees I used. And this is the other thing I liked, is that the center area, which you can see here, you know, following a couple rules that I set for the trees, produce this nice open area. And it gives it a really nice feel. This isn't the dead woods, so it's supposed to feel lively, and being able to walk out and catch a bit of ray. And you know, I'm gonna round these trees up, you know, so it get, you know, looks kind of bushy from the bottom instead of a flat panel. But this is just the preliminary, and I'm thinking of whether or not I want to actually thicken this up to make it greener, or leave it like that. So once I came up with this conclusion, I decided that, well, now we have to figure out, you know, if I'm going to do this, I need to figure out some things. So let's figure out some things. So the first thing I wanted to figure out was this right here. Now this pissed me off when I was doing it, and what's worse is that, you know, if you've watched my original, the entrance to my map was right here, so I would have to look at this bridge almost every time I loaded up the map. And so as you can see, it's 1, 2 by 1. So it's 2 by 1. And I just changed my brush. So that means that if we were to do this the old way, the bridge would be that big. Not very awesome. But if we multiply by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 2. We can produce this. And then with the use of the upside down stairs, we can produce this. Now, it's a little fat for my taste, but you know, I like it, and I love how it looks like you could walk off, but you can't. You just have that half step right there to stop you from walking off. So it multiplying by 4 really allowed me to build bridges and the such. So I said, okay, fine, that works, you know, that makes me happy. But we now have the problem of I need to do this. And this is the two-faced, the two-eyed entrance. Now, if you look at your maps, if you go online, you notice that there's one-eyed faces, one-eyed entrances. And I mean, I got to zoom out to do this, but you know, you guys can go online and look at them. But if you look at them, actually, let's go back to this two-eyed one, and let's get this brown right on the top here, get nice and close, and we need enough room to get the brown. And let's go back to our pencil, and let's bring up our colors, and we're gonna choose bright blue. And we can get rid of that. Okay, so right here, and this is only because I've been looking at this too long. Actually, I want a line tool. Right here is our line, give or take a pixel. Oop, that's not going to work. Width 1. Let's turn anti-aliasing off. Let's undo that. And so right about here is one line. And so that means right about here is line number 2. And right around here is line number 3. I think I was off by 1 with that one. Over here is line number 4. And right here is the final line. Now what you notice about this is that each eye is in its own, where's my colors? Let's do red. So you notice that you have tile 1, tile 2, tile 3, and tile 4. Okay? And of course it's 1 height, 2 height. But you'll notice that you have a pillar and an ear, and then an eye, then a pillar, and an ear. Okay? If you zoom out, and I'm not going to do the colors again, but if you zoom out and go over to a one-eyed level, you notice that the lines fall the same way. Where you have a pillar and an ear, a pillar and an ear, and an eye in the middle. It's just there's only one eye instead of 2 eyes. And over here, if you look at this closely, you'll notice that this is the pillar and the ear of the faces, just without the faces. So I had to figure out a system to finagle this. Now, because I have 4 blocks representing each one, instead of this being 1, 2, and 3, this now equals 12 by 6. And this one is 8. Wait, this isn't. This is 8 also. I don't know where I got 6. So it's 12 by 8 and 8 by 8 that I have. And I decided that the length is going to be their height, since this is a kind of a front view of it. So it's going to be these right here would be 8 by 8 by 8. And this one would be 12 by 8 by 8. That would be that. So I'm going to sleep. Let's get some light. Well, actually that might have been a bad idea, but whatever. And where are we? I'm trying to keep my face down. So I decided to do the 2-eyed one, because if I can get the 2-eyed one down, then I would be able to transfer that to the pillars and to the 1-eyed. So I came up with this. And as you can see from this pillar, it is 1, 2, 3, 1 block, 1, 2, 3, 2 blocks, 2 blocks tall. So 8, and you can see here, the white is 1 block and the pink is another block, so that's 2 tiles. And you can see from the front here, you have pink, fuchsia, purple, and red, or magenta, and whatever they are. So you got your 4 there. And this is the level being closed, so you can't skip levels. And you can see I can't get in there. Gives a nice mouth. And I got this delay in here so that we can position ourselves. There you go. The eyes light up and the mouth opens up. So somehow when you open the final chest of a dungeon, it'll open the face of the next level. So when I did this, I knew that the nose would be the one thing that had to be changed. So if you come over here, you can compare it all you want, but it's the basically the exact same thing except for the nose. The nose is the only thing that changed. And the wiring is slightly different, but achieves the same thing. Mouth opens up, eyes light up. And then if you take just the ears, you get this, the 8 by 8 by 8 pillar, which worked quite nicely. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry about that. So I got those. Then I had to figure out one last issue that I had. And that last issue was the almighty Armo statue. I was kind of peeved at myself for having to use a 16-bit Armo statue. And, well, with the advent of upside down stairs and upside down half blocks and everything else, on a whim and using the same methodology, which is if it takes up one block, that means it's going to be 4 by 4 by 4. I was able to come up with this. Now my Armo statue has 2 eyes instead of the 1, but it has its full shield, it has its spear, it has the horns, it is blocky, it is menacing, it even has little feetsies. So I was able to come up with my Armo statues. This is an attempt at the level 1 tree. It kind of works and it kind of doesn't work, so I don't know about that one. So yeah, I've been playing around with trying to come up with different things. If you go to an entrance of a world map, you have these statues. I tried many ways to reproduce these statues, and maybe I'll just turn these into Armo statues because I really like the Armo statues and they have a nice menacing look. But I couldn't come up with a face that actually worked in a 4x4 scenario. If you guys do, let me know. And but I came up with this kind of pillar doodad thingy, which is nothing but stairs and half slabs. So you can see half slabs right there, stairs right there, stairs right there. And I was thinking of doing like cobble on one side and brick on the other, because cobble and brick are the only stones that have half slabs and stairs. So that rules out a lot of the things that I'm making. That rules out like making a nether brick. I can't make a nether brick Armo statue because the Armo statue needs half slabs, and the half slab is right there. Yeah, that's the upside down half slab. You can see right there. That's what his arm looks like without it. You could, well, let me try that. Because if I could get rid of that, then we could potentially make another brick one. So let's put it like that. Nope. Oh, wrong block. That works. So yeah, I guess you could do it like that and not use half blocks at all, which means you can make a nether brick one. So let's see. So you need stairs and stairs and full blocks in order to make an Armo statue. So where's the stairs? So you got your wood, you got your stone, you got your bricks, and you got your stone brick. So you can make Armo statues out of all those and out of nether brick. Not a whole lot of selection when it comes to stairs. This is the attempt at the tombstone, which the tombstones are right there. Still kind of working that one out. I don't think I'm going to get it to look like they have it, but you know. And creative is definitely going to be the way to go. Now, let me go back to the calculator, and we're going to punch some numbers in just to show the difference of what we got here. Okay, so before it was 16 cells by 14 tiles. So 16 times 14 equals 224. So let's get Notepad out, and we got 224. Nope. And let's make this small, just so we can bounce around. Okay. And then we have 8 cells by 11 tiles. So I don't think we need to write that down. That's 88. So if we come over here and we times it by 88, that gives us 19,721. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. 19712. Now, if we then do I think I gotta do it like this to be mathematically correct. 224 times 4 times 88 times 4 equals. So this is the equation that we got to figure out now. So 224, so clear, 224 times 4 equals 896. So let's 896. And we'll center that just to be pretty. And X. And let's clear this and do 88 times 4. That gives us 352. And let's center that just so that we can easily compare it. So then if we multiply those two numbers, 896 times 352, you have 315,396 compared to the 19,000 that we were planning on doing before. So huge difference. So yeah, I don't think doing this entirely by hand is possible, considering how much of this is wood. You have all this right here, that's wood. You have all this, which is going to require a lot of wood. I mean, the amount of work that's going to be to get all that wood is just insane. And then all this, if I went with my old pattern, was dirt, and I might still use dirt. So all this brown was dirt. Here is where I use stone, regular stone, and the green was wool that I tiled to be, well, this texture. So yeah, I don't think that is an option. And let's make a sign so I don't have to look this up again. Oop, I didn't want to do that. So let's grab a sign right there, and let's do and then we're gonna move that over so I can see it. So that's 224 times 88 equals 19,712. Actually, can we do x88 equals alright, we'll do that. And then we'll go new size 224 times 4 times 88 times 4 equals 315, comma 396. That way I don't have to look it up again, because I'm going to need to know that again at some point. And the overworld I'm playing around with. I don't like it this size. Oh, and here's the cool thing about that pillar, is that it kind of glows. Doesn't give off any light, as we can see from the new light system, that there is no light coming from it. You could see right here is your light level, or base light, or I don't know what the B is for, but there's no light coming from it at all. If we come over towards this, you can see it skyrockets. And when I stand right in front of this, I am in a light level of 14, which is right. And this should be a light level of 12, I believe, or 13? 13. So this is a light level of 13. I got bored and lonely, so I made cats. So yeah, that's the basic idea. I'm trying to figure out how to best do that. One thing that I'm going to let you guys know is that during the actual building, I'm going to be using Zeldacraft, because Zeldacraft really is easy to see. Gives this nice grid to everything, so it makes it easier to count. Also, leaves are extremely easy to see. As you can see here, it's very easy to pick up the edges of the leaves, where it isn't or is not as easy with regular. I will not well, right now you're just listening to my voice because Camtasia ran out of space on my hard drive, so I greatly apologize for that one, which means I'm gonna have to end this video. I did not know it was gonna go this long, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think I should change. If you have any ideas for like Armo statues, or if you have any ideas for level entrances, or if you have any texture options, or any input you have. This is gonna be the base state. This is gonna be the start of doing it. I am going to do it completely in creative. I am going to do it completely in vanilla. You guys want to help out with redstone and come up with a way where if I grab open up a chest at the end of the world, that triggers the next world. I think I know how I'm going to do the final entrance or exit in world 9, and that's going to be have a repeater on one side, a repeater on another side, and then when you place the gold block from the 9 gold nuggets that you find throughout the map, you will unlock the door that lets you out of the world. Don't know how that's exactly going to work out, and I've been talking and you guys have been staring at a blank screen, so hopefully I got a cute little picture up there or something. So let me know what you know, give me some input. Let me know what you guys want to, what you think would work best. Maybe come up with some ideas for, you know, the new wood, or the you know, whatever. So just give me your input. Let me know what you think, and you know, show me some love. The more love I see, the more encouraged I am to do this. Though I severely want to finish the Zelda map. So until next time, this has been Soundmaster Matt. Hope you enjoyed.